What's up, you guys? Chase the Dark Sage here, and today we're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the first 28 volumes of Naruto. So if you haven't seen my first review of Naruto, or me actually getting back into Naruto, and why I'm actually reading Naruto, go ahead, check this video out right here, and you know, get caught up with what we're doing on the channel. But overall, my experience with Naruto so far, from the first 28 volumes that I've read, or 27, I forget, which is going over all of Pre-Timeskip before the actual events of Shippuden actually happened, I gotta say that I have been enjoying my time with Naruto. Oh my gosh, it has been such a nostalgia blast, especially reading it more as a young adult and kind of picking up on things that I really didn't see when I was younger, or I didn't appreciate when I was younger either. So I gotta say that Kishimoto, while I don't think he's the greatest mangaka, I will say that he really did have something with Naruto. And before we actually get into Naruto, because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, post notification bell, and like the video if you haven't already. Go ahead, follow me on all my other social media platforms. All my links will be in the description down below. So, let's go ahead and get into these first 28 volumes of Naruto. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I might be a little biased. This is a series that I've loved since I was a young kid. I believe I started watching Naruto before I was at the age of 10. So you gotta understand that I'm gonna have a little bit of bias. You get what I'm saying? And as usual with all my reviews, I'm gonna have everything timestamped, whether it be plot or my pros and cons. All that will be marked in the description down below. So let's actually go ahead and talk about the story of Naruto. Naruto is about a young teenager named Naruto who wants to become the Hokage, the village leader. Now, Naruto is definitely an underdog story, with Naruto being orphaned at birth, his own village members and neighbors outcasting him, and not being able to actually be talented at anything. Even though the whole world is seemingly against him and he's looked at as a joke, this doesn't hold him back from actually trying to achieve his dreams. Along his journey, he befriends many of his peers, exceeds others' expectations, and changes his enemies' outlook on life. Now, we are only talking about the first 28 volumes of Naruto, which goes over everything before the time skip, more known as Naruto Shippuden in the anime. So in these volumes, I've read the Zabuza arc, which I think is cool. The Chunin exams. This arc right here might actually have to be one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Konoha Crush. This one was cool. Probably my least favorite though. Search for Tsunade. Now this arc right here, I didn't really like when I was a young kid, but now that I've gotten older and it's felt like such a breather compared to all the bigger arcs that we had preceding it, I actually really like it. And the Sasuke recovery mission. Do I really even have to say anything about this goated arc right here? You not gonna talk to me when Neji took that spear to the shoulder. You also not gonna talk to me when Rock Lee drunk his, his potion and he got that little drunken fist. You not gonna talk to me about that. You also not gonna talk to me how the Sand Trio had to come in and save our boys. Come on, this arc was heat. And Naruto versus Sasuke? I don't want to hear nothing to ever disgrace that fight. That fight, delicioso. And I will say that I was kind of asleep on some of these arcs growing up, but I do appreciate what they bring in terms of story, building up some of the characters that we know, and actually maneuvering through all these situations besides Naruto. Now, while I like the main story for Naruto going on, there are two more stories that connect with each other. Orochimaru's search for immortality and Sasuke seeking power for revenge. Sasuke wants more power to take the life of his brother, Itachi Uchiha, the man who slaughtered his whole clan, while simply Orochimaru just wants to know all jutsus? This is something that these volumes didn't really explain to me well. Now, I know Orochimaru is a threat to be reckoned, but let's be real, him with his fight with the third Hokage, because he didn't really make him Hokage. Alright, I guess. If you want me to believe that, I guess. If you want to destroy the Holy Village, hey, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to stop you, because what he did in that arc was pretty powerful overall. But overall, from Naruto being a person that no one acknowledged or respected, to being inspirational to others like him and getting the respect from his peers, to losing his closest friend, Naruto before the time skip is pretty dang good. But enough with the story, enough with the plot. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the great things that the Naruto manga has to offer. Naruto is the best character in the pre-timeskip section, hands down. His determination and personality is just so infectious that you can see the impact he has on others, especially with those he fights. Naruto is a lovable character, but can come off annoying and loud sometimes, but he's the one MC who embodies that. Naruto is an inspiration, seeing that he never uses his past as an excuse, but motivates him more to be a great ninja and person. Secondly, the characterization. The series is great with establishing establishing characters, whether it be in their introduction, how they interact with each other, their personality, etc. These characters do all have one strong trait that defines them, like Shikamaru being lazy, Neji being guided by fate, Hinata being shy and timid, and Jiraiya being a pervert. This helps every character feel unique and can lead to some funny interactions between each other. Thirdly, the power system. In order to do any type of jutsu, they have to use chakra. Chakra is this series' energy system. Everyone has chakra, and depending on how you can manipulate it and use it determines the strength and effectiveness of any jutsu. The chakra system is super dope and can go very in depth at times, which I do love. Now, the fights. Oh, the fights. These fights are some of the best within Shonen Jump's roster. Fights are usually a test of the character's will, motivation, and to see how far they've come. Some of the best character growing and developing moments happen during these fights. Moments like Ino versus Sakura, or another moment with Neji versus Hinata. Wow, some very, very great moments. Not good fights because Hinata got the dog-ish beaten out of her by Neji, and Sakura and Ino's fight, the actual fighting aspect, fist to fist thing, it really wasn't winning me over, but the actual character building and development moments was really there for me. A lot of the themes in this series are best explored during the fights, where it's usually the conclusion to the actual arc. It's usually a character having to defeat another to prove their worth, or how far they've come as a person and as a ninja. I think the biggest themes are executed where Naruto is usually in an altercation himself. Perseverance is the main one, with Naruto wanting to prove everyone wrong, work his hardest to achieve the Hokage title, and take no shortcuts, which really hits home and shows. It's very heartwarming to see where Naruto started to how powerful and adaptable he has become at the end with his fight against Sasuke. Naruto really be hitting the heartstrings, especially when he be relating to some of the villains through these flashbacks that we get throughout the arcs. It just shows that Naruto could have really ended up a different person if he was put in different circumstances. Lastly, I love the show and tell aspect of Naruto. Whenever a new character and or move is first shown, they explain the move while in practice instead of over explaining beforehand and showing you later. It definitely makes the manga flow nicely. Now, while I love the manga and don't have many complaints, I gotta go ahead and talk about some of the things that really didn't sit right with me. And if you got any disagreements, let's be civil, let's be fair. Go ahead, sound off in the comment section. We could probably have a discussion about it. You can maybe make me come to a new realization about it, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons. At points in this manga, they can over-explain some concepts that are fairly easy to understand just from dialogue. Sometimes these explanations would include diagrams showing how it could go wrong, which is informative, but I would rather have seen that go wrong in practice than to give me a what-if scenario. Another con I had was the overuse of flashbacks. When establishing characters, their backgrounds, and relationship with others, it's fine. It's when they use moments we've already seen or read in the manga and use them multiple times, taking up panel space to further progress the story. It just feels redundant at times. I understand that this might be good for people reading week to week, but on a binge read, it's just a bit excessive. Now, I know this third con could possibly be a hot take, but I really didn't care for the third Hokage's death. I get it, it was a sentimental moment between Orochimaru and the third Hokage, but I felt nothing for him when he died, since we haven't spent much time with his character, nor does Kishimoto give us a lot to go off with him either. Also, some things just don't make logical sense. A lot of the older and stronger characters were put to Genin in certain situations they easily could have handled. Now, I know if our cast of characters didn't handle it, we wouldn't have much of a story, but when there's a character like Garo with a tail beast inside of him, I think you should send some of the Jonin to take care of that situation, and not some rookie Genins. And my last con has to be the use of, you're gonna use that jutsu? No, you can't be talking about that jutsu. It's just annoying. And takes a bit away from my show and tell point I was praising earlier. It's just a factor to build a hype that I didn't care too much for. If it was sprinkled in, then I would have been cool, but when there's a battle and they use it consistent times, it gets kind of annoying. But honestly, that's about it for the cons that I have about this series. Now, it could be my nostalgia bias, or it actually could be what the manga has brought to me as an adult. Either way, I still love Pre-Timeskip Naruto. But now it's time for me to give you guys my final verdict over what I've read and how I feel about these 27 volumes I read of Naruto. Overall, I think Pre-Timeskip Naruto is timeless. The 700 chapters does scare your boy a little bit, but after reading 244 chapters in about 2 to 3 weeks, it doesn't seem too far of a goal to reach. Naruto is definitely a character that has something to prove and proves it time after time when you least expect it. It was great to see where these characters started from, knowing where they end up at by the end of this series, and I still stand by the fact that Pre-Timeskip Naruto is very strong narratively and gives you a good feel of the cast that we've come to know and love. I'm gonna have to give Naruto, so far, an 8 out of 10. All right, but that's about it for the review, guys. I gotta say thank you guys for watching, and if you are new to the channel and you haven't already and you like the content that you watched today, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, post notification mode. That way you'll be notified whenever I come out with the newest Naruto manga review. And don't forget to hit that like button for your boy. That way you can help boost me within the YouTube algorithm. And I gotta give a huge shout out to my Patreon pledgers for going ahead and financially supporting the channel, guys. I highly appreciate what you guys are doing for me, financially donating on Patreon. And I gotta give a huge shout out to the YouTube members for also financially donating on the YouTube side of things as well. Big shout out to Broke Boy Gang as always, because those are the people coming through to the videos, liking, viewing the videos, supporting. And I gotta say thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.